New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. And hello again, dear ones. Dr. Robert with you over here. and that's your cue, my friend.
Oh, Gary Lynn Floyd with you. Yeah, it's good to be with you, Robert.
Quite all right. We like to take a quick opening to this program. So
there's like a big delay here today.
No, not at all. We're going to have a good old time. Reverend LZ is not with us today. He's still traveling on his way home from Canada after the CSL SOAR conference, and gave he and his beautiful wife a couple extra days travel. So he did tell me that he was very bummed out he wasn't going to be here today, because it's not often that we get to hang out with Gary Lynn Floyd, but when we do, it's always a musically good time, and it's always a deep conversation good time. Every time you and I get to hang out, I just really end up walking away with this deep sense of, wow, that was a good conversation.
Me too. Feeling is mutual. I'm glad to be with you today. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And tell everybody a little bit more about you, where you are in the world, and how it is you might end up on this program.
Okay. My name is Gary Lynn Floyd. I have been playing music since I was 4 years old. Played a lot of different kinds of music. I'm currently a New Thought artist in this community. I'm the artist in residence at Center for Spiritual Living in Reno, where I've been able to build community here and have a great place to ground and just be a little more settled in the world. And then I'm here part of the time, and I travel the other part of the time, and do a lot of retreats and, individual centers and churches, and just very grateful to be here with you, Robert, all the time, and grateful that I'm still doing what I'm doing after all this time.
Yeah. I can say on behalf of my family and myself and a lot of the people I know, we're very grateful you're still doing it too.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
And I was thinking about this earlier today. You are, in my opinion, one of the hardest working guys in New Thought music. And
wow.
When we connected about doing today's interview, I remember you saying, and you're like, yeah, it'd be great because I got something new I'm working on. I'm like, I can't think of how many times I've heard you say that. I got a new CD coming, and I just put together a new collection, and we got a new project coming, and we're going to be here, and we're going to be there.
Yeah.
And and I want to say this, and the music isn't cheapened by that. I've seen artists in the world where it's almost like, oh yeah, another album of the same exact stuff you put out on your last album. And from my perspective, you remain on that growing edge creatively in the New Thought music world. And that's where I want to kind of dig in today to start is, what's it like to live with the kind of muse that you must live with musically, to have such a prolific catalog, be constantly in that place of new creation, but also nurturing creations that have been around for a while. Some of the kids that have been here for a while at this point, right?
Yeah.
What's that like as an artist?
I really appreciate that, Robert. And it's, for me, I have to keep staying creative because it's what I feel like I was put here to do. And I get bit by something and it won't let me go, and I won't let it go until, for some reason, I've always sung my way and kind of recorded my way through my life. from when I was doing Christian music and then just evolving through piano bar years and all different kinds of incarnations. But I look back and I realize that I've been kind of writing and singing my way through my life. So I don't know what else to do. And I'm lucky that I get a chance to do it and people listen to it. I'm not just in my shed here doing it for myself. Although if I was, I would probably still be doing it. I always have something that I'm working on, because that's just the way that I keep showing up and being, the older I get, the more comfortable I am that I can assess what I have to offer and it's enough, and, not trying to be in competition. And, so I keep showing up and listening for the next little nudge of what's the thing to do. And I recently got that. So I've been working on this new album, of chants. You want me to keep talking, or do you want me to have you have something else to ask me? Because I can go right into the way that the chant album even came about.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit about how the chant album came about, and maybe you can give us a sneak peek of a song too.
I would love to.
Yeah.
It really goes, the more I think about the whole process, it goes back to, I was in a bookstore. I used to go into bookstores and like wait for a book to jump out at me, and it always would. And this particular day, there was a book that I saw. It was called The Yoga of Jesus. And it, of course, being from the Christian tradition, I grabbed it right away. And it's by Paramahansa Yogananda. And the front of the book, the quote on the front of the book is, "Behold, the kingdom of God is within you." And it blew my mind a little bit, because I had not put that together, that other traditions, other spiritual paths embraced the same Jesus in a different way. And so that kind of started this whole idea of, oh, wow, that other people think the kingdom of God is within them too, not just the way that I was taught. And so I did a couple of retreats with Karen Drucker at a place called Ananda Village. And during one of those retreats, I went to a yoga class, and there was like an affirmation for every pose. And I had not heard the affirmations before. So I asked someone about them, and they turned me on to this little flashcard book of every yoga pose. And on the back was an affirmation. And I had started doing a song circle here in Reno at CSL Reno on the third Wednesday of every month. Right. And so I was like in the mode of, oh man, I sure would like to write some chants, some new stuff that we can sing in this song circle. So that's where I began to kind of dive into these affirmations and then other chants that I had written, and started singing them and seeing how they connected with people, and how, they really kind of loved to sing what I was coming up with the chants, and creating community that way. And so then I hooked up with my buddy Cody Ray, who's a producer here in Reno, and started recording them. And so this kind of came out of that whole experience, and it's just a cool, it's the expansion of the idea of the song circle and singing together, and the power that happens when you're not necessarily coming to see someone perform, but you're interacting and being part of a spiritual practice of music in a community, and just kind of taking, it's kirtan influenced a little bit, the call and response, and that idea of the repetition, how that creates space. And so I'm really excited about this one. I've probably been recording it for about 6 months now. I thought I would write a book called How to Record an Album $200 at a Time, because that's what this one has been. So I am glad that you honor the fact that I show up and I keep kind of being crazy enough to just keep creating things and hope that they land somewhere.
Absolutely. So I will say this. I happen to know that you've got a nice interface there. You've got a setup for music. I don't. So I'm not going to sing along. I'm not going to do the call and response here.
You can mute yourself. You can sing as much as you want.
I will do that. And folks, you're welcome to join along at home as well. Let's get into it. How about a sing along?
Cool. This is one of the ones on the album, and I wrote this with Karen Drucker and Amy Bishop. It's called We Have Come Here. It's a call and response. You can sing it with me wherever you are if you want to. It goes like this. We have come here to love one another. You sing. We have come here to love one another. I'll sing. We have come here to let our love show. Sing. We have come here to let our love show. I'll sing, we are family, we're sisters and brothers. You sing, we are family, we're sisters and brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. You sing, we carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. One more time. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love show. We are family, we're sisters and brothers, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. Last line. We carry this love everywhere that we go. One more time. We carry this love everywhere that we go.
Ah! The crowd goes wild.
It's a little joke we have.
Yeah,
So it's stuff like that. Just joyful, meditative, some of it. Just the idea of coming together and singing together and feeling that energy. It's kind of like, the kingdom of God is within you, and this is kind of self-care for the kingdom. And you take care of yourself by chanting, by affirming, even when it doesn't feel like it. So I hope that this whole project encourages people to sing while they're listening, and then, gather together and sing them together, and just, all that goes along with that group singing and the energy that's created there.
You remind me of something that way back, my very first teacher said, the night you don't want to come to class is the night you most need to come to class. Right?
Yep.
The night that you will be the most transformed by coming to class.
Yeah.
And what I just heard in your sharing is that we can let a song, we can let a piece of music, we can let the vibration of that song be the trigger that reminds us, hey, just give me 3 minutes and this song will bring you back to center. Just give me a few minutes and we can be in a vibration that is positive and moving us forward again, and let go of the hustle and the bustle or the things that are dragging us down.
Yeah. I mean, don't you think it's an ancient thing, right? I mean, humans have been doing this around fires and chanting and singing. It's in our DNA. It's part of us. And so you have kirtan gatherings where there's thousands of people singing kirtan, and praise and worship where there's thousands of Christians singing, and just to create a space that's safe and a little more neutral, that will allow that same energy to expand. I think it's really, when we sing together, a lot of the division and a lot of the differences that we think are there dissipate, for me at least, when I'm doing that. And then the song circle, music seems to do that.
Yeah. All right. I just got an image of you doing some busking down in Denver City and getting a whole bunch of us together to come just sing some songs out at the mall or something, at the outdoor
What
mall
a
area.
great idea. It'd be like a flash mob
Exactly.
of chanting.
Yes.
I love that idea. Maybe a New Thought will sponsor that.
A New Thought Flash Mob Chant Fest.
Wow. I like that idea. Let's talk about that. That's not a bad idea right there. I'll bring my keyboard with me.
We've got one here for you. And I remember you and I sitting out on my back deck, actually, not all that long ago, it seems, chatting about this idea of these song circles and the power to bring people together in a really non-threatening way. And perhaps even, let's say, in a non-embarrassing way. Where I don't have to feel I'm going to be embarrassed if I really get into the spirit and the essence of the experience.
Right. Because you're going to be surrounded by other people who are doing that for themselves. And so then it's like becomes a safe place, because everybody's, just it's kind of an inward thing to care for that kingdom that we say we believe exists within us. Why not take a moment to go inward and like sing? Can I sing one more real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
This
Please.
is called Haven of Peace, and were some of these were inspired by these affirmations from Self-Realization Fellowship, Ananda Village, Swami Kriyananda, that whole idea of inward. And this one's called Haven of Peace. It goes, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. This one felt kind of like a hymn to me when it was coming out. So I just nodded to the Baptist and went, Haven of peace, my haven of peace. Haven of peace, my haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Just a little, chant to go inward. Feels good to sing it,
It feels good to sing it. And we've spoke about this a number of times now, that a lot of what's, I think, necessary is creating an environment for ourselves that supports our spiritual experience and reminds us of our greatness. And as I look around your background and what you've got going on there's the reminder of our oneness. And to create that environment, it isn't just the pictures on our walls, it isn't just the words in the books on the bookshelf. It really is all about the vibration that is created, and music has a way of just wow. All right, pun time, really bad pun time. It has a way of amplifying it all, right?
It absolutely does. Yeah, it is. It's a spiritual practice if you let it be. Taking the time to give yourself those moments, and reconnect. It's like we're all remembering who we are as we remind each other, but we're remembering that we are not what we were taught. We are not miserable sinners that were born that we needed somebody to come save us. We are not that. We're expressions of the divine, and we're remembering that. And as we remember, we can chant about it together so that we can kind of encourage each other to remember that, nothing on earth can hold me. That's another one of the affirmations, and to remind each other who we are, and remember ourselves, and take that initiative to care for that part of ourselves.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going to throw you a curveball.
Come on.
Because Spirit put it in my head.
Uh-oh.
And it comes with a joke, so that's a good part too for everybody watching at home. Some may know, some may not, but you do have a very deep and long Christian tradition in your life and in your background, and dare I even say true believer, or however we want to describe it. I don't want to get into all that and into your transformation into new thought. What I want to know is, from that perspective, from the perspective of what you knew then and you knew now, have you watched The Chosen?
Oh, how funny. Funny you should ask, because I have attempted to watch The Chosen, because I've had people say, oh my God, it's really great. And I started it and I gave it a chance, and I got triggered, and I had to, I have not. So I've watched maybe two. It triggered me in that the images and everything triggered me. It
more than okay.
And so I personally have to get past the literal historical depiction to get to the meat and the message, because I'm sure that it's really good. Have you watched it?
I have, and I do not come from a very Christian background at all.
Yeah.
Mom drug us into a Methodist church for a little while when we were pre-teens and early teens, and that just was a little late to take root at that point. And so I've known of the stories, I've known of the history, and I've known of the modern day interpretations, and you can't live in the world without being recognizing the influence, not just the philosophy, but the church have in people's lives for whatever, however we want to define it. And so I gave it a chance, and I really got hooked.
Oh,
Um,
good.
I really, and I remember at the end of the third season, I was joking with my wife. I was like, "No, it's on tonight, and I want to see how it ends." And I'm like, "Well, I think we know how it ends."
What
But
is it?
and
What is it about how they're depicting Jesus? Yeah, are they depicting Jesus the way that you go, oh yeah, now that is how I imagine he would have been?
that is how I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and they're doing. I feel, and we're now at the end of the fifth season, waiting for next
Wow.
year already, and um and the humanness of his journey and the way they've weaved the timeline together, to me, makes a whole lot more sense than how I was introduced to the timeline and the journey and his journey and what parts. It was always like, well, did that come before this or after this? Wait a minute, when was that part?
Yeah.
And so it's for me, it's actually given some sort of life to the stories.
I love that. Do
And
they explore like relationships he had with different people, not just the
yeah,
Bible story that you get, right?
right. And you get to see why he would say certain things to James, and and as embellished or realistic as they may be, they show the disciples speaking amongst themselves and their trials and tribulations of
Wow.
question and faith, and what they were doing when Jesus would go away to pray. And it's been a really, really unique experience, because for me they keep bringing it back to the humanity of it.
Yeah. He was a pure, clear expression of Christ consciousness. And he said, the kingdom is in you. He said, you have the spirit in you. And so he was, what you're seeing is the depiction of someone living from Christ mind. And the great thing is, the thing that they don't stress a whole lot in his teachings was that he taught that we had that same spirit in us. And that is, that's the key, I think, to see him in a different way.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to watch it now. I'm going to try to get past my triggers. I'll get back with you on that to see if I did.
You might want to have a pint of ice cream handy. I don't know, but it may help you
I
beyond the
love it. Yeah,
triggers.
I may just fall into the hole and come up next week.
And that kind of brings me to my question here is, now that you've been away from the Christian tradition or the Christian churches and performing in Christian churches for a bit and a while, and you're more known as a New Thought guy now, and you're kind of ensconced in the New Thought world, how does it even, and if it does, how does that previous life and career still influence the music you're creating today?
Well, musically, just the things that come out of my fingers when I play on the piano and melodies and everything are just really informed by contemporary Christian music, my early, hymns and all that. And I just think that I view myself a little bit more now as being on a bridge, if that makes any sense. And only recently, because only through doing this new album and thinking about who's going to want to sing along with this, and where is this going to fit?
Mm.
And I feel like this album kind of maybe creates a bridge between kind of Eastern mysticism and Western mysticism and New Thought, a place where we can honor each other. And it would be a place where we acknowledge that the Christ or the Buddha or the Krishna consciousness or whatever you want to call it is within us. We were talking about Floyd Lula before we went on the air, and Jamie and I have a song called God in Everyone, and the challenge of seeing the spark of the divine in everyone. And I can't remember what your question was.
How has your early upbringing influenced your current work?
Completely. It influenced it because I from the very beginning, I think I connected my spirit and my soul with the music, and it was kind of like meshed together from the beginning. And I think that's something that's never changed, whether I was singing in a piano bar and singing original music about a relationship or chants, that thing of always feeling that my spiritual being and my music were connected from the very beginning. And I carry that with me. And I pray that, these new chants that will create a common ground of acknowledging, the reality that essence of Christ that you see expressed in the Chosen through Jesus and the relationships that he had and the kind of human being that he was is in us. And I think that's probably why they wind up killing him, is because he's getting too powerful in letting people know the truth. And that's what we're remembering now. I think what we were talking about earlier, we're remembering that, helping each other remember the nature of who we are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, folks, we got to take a quick break here, let a couple of our sponsors say hello, and let you learn a little bit more about what's happening here on New Thought Media Network. But don't go away. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Invite your friends. We've got another whole segment with Gary Lynn Floyd and some more music coming up right after the break. We'll be right back after these messages. And we're back with more of New Thought today here on the New Thought Media Network. My special guest today, Gary Lynn Floyd. And Gary, if you can't tell, I love your music. That last spot, I think I got 3 or 4 different headshots of you all throughout that video. You're probably the best represented artist in there. And part of that is, number one, I want to say a very heartfelt and public sense of expression of gratitude for you. You have embraced what we're doing here at New Thought Media Network from the very beginning. You're always very gracious with your time when you're in town, for interview requests, for sharing music with us. We've got stuff on the radio station that you released with us first before anybody else heard it. And I've always appreciated and loved that about you. Your generosity is exemplary and an ideal to follow. So Please know that. So,
Thank you,
and
Robert.
I could fanboy all day, but let's just get back into some music. What do you think?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Before I sing anything, I wanted to actually respond a little bit to your the busking idea,
Oh
like
yeah.
a pop up chant. I am going to be at Mile High in October,
Okay.
the 19th and the 26th,
Oh,
and so maybe we make that happen sometime in that week before. I'm just going to plant the seed, and maybe something we can make something pop up
the
in Denver.
19th
That
through
might
the
be
20th.
fun.
Oh, I think we could probably find something somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very Lynn Floyd.
This song is this is just another chant off the new album. It's one of those infinity circles for me because it says I've got everything I need, yet I need nothing because I got everything. It goes like this. I got everything I need, yet I need nothing because I got everything. I got everything I need, yet I need nothing because I got everything. Sing it with me. I got everything I need, yet I need nothing because I got everything. I got everything I need. Beautiful. Sing it with me. Yet I need nothing because I got everything. It changes a little. I got everything. Gives you a chance to think about it. I need. Yet I need nothing. Yet I need nothing because I got everything. Because I got everything. Then back to the top, we'll sing again. I got everything I need, yet I need nothing, cause I got everything. I got everything I need, yet I need nothing, cause I got everything. And then at the end it goes, got everything I need, yet I need nothing. Got everything I need, yet I need nothing. Got everything I need, yet I need nothing. Got everything I need, cause I got everything. Maybe not in the physical, but I got everything. Maybe the spiritual for sure. Cause I got everything in this moment. Cause I got everything. Another little chant. Another little chant. That one evolves over the recording, and then by the end, they're like, chants on chants on chants. It's pretty cool. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already sure I'm gonna like it. And
You're
here's
gonna be.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No,
Okay.
you go
All
ahead.
right. I was gonna say, because I'm not gonna have to wait that much longer to hear it, is what I'm excited about. We are only 4 weeks away at this point from LinkedIn Spirit, Join and Joy, a new thought gathering for connection, collaboration, and community. I'm excited. Now, we did this gig last year, and Jamie was with you, so it was the Floyd Lula.
Yep.
I know Jamie's not able to be there this year because of some scheduling things, so you're going to hold down.
I will hold down the fort.
And I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get some mainline Gary Lynn Floyd for the weekend, but I would love to hear if you remember what was your takeaway from last year that was strong enough to make you say yes to coming back again this year.
Oh wow, just the whole vibe and the energy of the room and the spirit that they create down at CSL Las Vegas. That's the thing. Specifics, I mean, I just remember the feeling and the energy and the spirit of people, and it was palpable, and I love being part of that and creating that again. So I was really honored that they asked me to come back.
Yeah. I'm excited that you're going to be back. And look at some of these folks that are going to be there. Revsy's going to be there from New Thought Media Network. Reverend Cynthia Breeze, who we heard last year, will be with us also from New Thought, has a show here on New Thought Media Network with us as well. Robin and Gil. It's
Yes.
almost like half of our conference and half their conference.
Raymond Anderson.
And Raymond Anderson on a Sunday morning.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That's going to be, yeah. You want to come just for Raymond?
We're going to tear up the house that weekend. And I have a little surprise. So we're not publishing this, but if you happen to be in Vegas on Wednesday that week, now the conference starts on Friday morning at 9:30. It's an all-day Friday, all-day Saturday, and most of the day Sunday, including a Friday night concert with Gary, solo concert. No events Saturday night. We get to go out on the town or maybe catch a few hours of nap time. I'm not sure yet, but it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And some of us are going to be getting there a little early to set things up. If you happen to be in Vegas on Wednesday, we're going to do the first ever New Thought Media Network Invite Yourself disc golf tournament. I guess that would be called an open, wouldn't it? Yes.
Oh, wow. Good for you. I don't play golf. I took golf in college and my ball would go like that every time. I'm like, okay, I can't.
We're talking Frisbee golf. That's why we play Frisbee golf.
Oh, Frisbee golf.
Yeah. Disc golf.
Oh, disc golf.
None of those clubs and little white balls.
Oh, wow.
Too expensive.
That's an important thing not to miss is that it's disc golf.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can hang with disc golf for sure.
So, if you're in town a little early, you're welcome to join us.
Okay.
But we do really encourage you, and at a price point of $199 for the entire weekend, that is almost nothing compared to the hospitality that you receive, the people that are going to be there. I know I'm working on a hot message myself because
fantastic.
In that group of people, I don't want to be left behind. I don't want to be the guy that was like, yeah, what they said. We're going to have a good time in Vegas in September.
We're going to all show up fully and experience each other. And yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
And you get to see Gary in his shiny stage wear.
I'll make sure I bring my shiny. I've got just the right thing I'll bring. Okay. Now that you said that, I got it on the TikTok shop.
There we go. Exactly. I could just imagine. Knowing you had to order like a 7XL on the TikTok shop. If I order anything less than a 6XL, I'm giving it to my kids.
It didn't look quite like I thought it was going to look like. But.
Right on. Hey, that's a great segue. So here's a tough question maybe not for a musician, but what song are you like really in love with of yours that isn't anything like you thought it was going to be? It didn't look like what in your mind it was going to be when you started it or when that inspiration hit you, but it's still one of those songs that's with you.
Probably I have a song called Be a Boy Again that I recorded along 2011, I think. Yeah. And it evolved into Tom Prasada Rao, who was a great friend of mine, produced the track for me. And it just evolved into a really cool track. But the inspiration was just kind of looking back at my boyhood and growing up and things that had I not cared so much what other people thought, or had I been more connected with myself and kind of stood more in my power, things that could have happened. So it's not like necessarily a sad song. It's just kind of a reflective song about growing up. Yeah. Do you want to hear part of it?
Yeah, let's do a little bit.
If I could be a boy again, I'd throw my caution to the wind, be the man I might have been. If I could be a boy again. It's got a couple of verses and then it goes like this. But this is now and that was then. And tell me, how do I begin to find out what I thought I'd lost was never really missing? If I could be a boy again, I'd do it all from start to end. Remember when to breathe it in. If I could be a boy again, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. My favorite book as a kid. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Oh, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can be a boy again. Oh, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. That's a little bit more than some of it.
It's, I got to remember to mute my mic because I do like to sing along, and I always have loved that song because it is the reflection, but there is room there for the what is going to be. There is
Yeah. It brings back that old book that my mom read to me all the time, of The Little Engine That Could. I think I can. I think I remember that so clearly. And then when he gets to the top of the, oh, I thought I could. So that's why, I brought that back into that song just because it reminded me, okay, I think I can. I may not be there yet, but I think, okay, I think I could be a boy again and reclaim and heal that stuff,
Yep.
We all can.
We all can. Exactly. So before we run out of time here today, we always do love to talk with people and chat with people about that future vision as well. And you, from my perspective, you've got a pretty good look at you. You're not all that one-sided, let's say, in the New Thought movement. You're tapped into unity communities, you're tapped into religious science communities and independent communities, and all the various that high mountain view that you get of the landscape of the New Thought movement. What do you see? Where are we headed? What's the exciting stuff? Where are you keeping an eye on what's happening? That sort of thing.
I kind of keep an eye on, well, first of all, I'm like a sponge, a spiritual sponge, in that I absorb whatever resonates with me. So I go, across the board. There are things in every path that I can absorb and bring into my consciousness. And I think there seemed to be my background, and I come from the Christian community, Christian spiritual community, Baptist in Texas, and I'm aware of a lot of Christians right now kind of deconstructing their whole belief system of what they were taught and what they really know to be true of the Christ inside and the kingdom within. And I kind of see maybe, it's this image, it's the same image as earlier of the bridge, of this space that we can share. And that is a common acknowledgement of the goodness and the spirit that animates us is something other than us, I think. And as they try to find footing, once they have kind of deconstructed, I just kind of vision a place where we can create a safe space for all of us to work through those things, and to, because I think it's a thing right now. Yeah, because a lot of people are claiming to speak for God or for spirit, and confusing and leading a lot of people in a weird direction. But I think that that's part of what the evolution is people remembering who they are. We've been remembering. More people are remembering. As more people remember, then we create a space to go, let's come together and let's remember together. Right. And everybody's welcome, whether you're, Hindu or Buddhist or Christian or New Thought or anything else. It's all, everybody's welcome, and everybody, it's a space where there's that common ground of spirit,
Yeah.
just the initial essence of what we are about.
Yeah. I love that. I've heard it been said recently, there are more people on the planet now currently that are awake than ever before. There are more people aware of their path of enlightenment, more people that are aware of the journey that they are on,
Yeah.
that their soul is here to bring forward than ever before. And that type of group will quicken the experience for others as well. And what better way to express oneness? I saw a meme recently, and it said, because you mentioned this in what you just shared, right? You're welcome here. And I saw it's kind of a sarcastic meme. It's a black background with white letters. So that gives it away. And it says, there's two types of all are welcome here. The first type says all are welcome to come here and adapt their lives and their world to what we believe. And the second group are all are welcome to come here and bring what they believe to inspire and influence all of it.
Oh my, be open to learning from you. You're welcome here, not just you got to go along with what we say.
Right. Not
beautiful.
You're welcome to come and conform yourself to what we already believe and what we're going to tell you the rules are and and all that. Or you're welcome to bring who you are to the party. You're welcome to bring who you are to this space and this community, so that we may all grow.
Yeah.
So we may all expand.
Yeah, that's where we're headed, I think. I may be crazy, but I think that there's a space there, there's a field. Let's go find it together.
Let's go find it. And here's the great part, I think, for you, in that no matter where we're going, we're going to need a soundtrack.
Totally.
We can't go without a playlist.
I can't stop writing my way and singing my way through. So, when I'm 80, we'll still be here talking, Robert, and saying, what are you working on now?
What? Really? All right. Well, let's hear it. I'm not going to wait that many more.
Wow, you haven't done that before.
I'm not going to give up how old we are, and I'm not going to wait that long. So, what do you got for us next? What are you working on? What are we going to hear now?
You want to? Well, I've got the new album. Is that what you mean, or do you want to? Do you want another song? I could definitely play something else off the album, because I'm excited about it.
I would prefer to hear what your heart is telling you to play for us.
Okay. The affirmation for this song is, my boat of life floats lightly. I've been kind of listening to the mixes of the song of the album while I've been gardening and kind of watering the ground around here. And myself kind of practicing, not judging what I'm hearing, but practicing singing through these for myself. And so this one goes, my boat of life floats slightly. Sing that again. My boat of life floats slightly. One more time. My boat of life floats slightly on tides of peace. On tides of peace, my boat floats slightly. That's it. Sing it with me. My boat of life. My boat of life floats slightly. Yeah, my boat of life floats slightly. Sing it one more time. My boat of life floats slightly on tides of peace. On tides of peace. On tides of peace, my boat floats slightly. Then I have this image of people hopping up and down. My boat floats slightly. 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 On tides of peace. On tides of peace. My boat floats slightly. My boat floats slightly. For me, it's like the affirmations and then singing them. You know, affirmations sometimes are used to replace, you know, if you don't, if you want to, you know, um, not think something, but create space for something new. And the affirmations kind of help to, whether you feel it or not, to sing it and to affirm it, um, I think is powerful. And so that's what a lot of this album is too, is the repetition and the sinking into, um, just singing affirmations over and over to replace some of the other things that might be going on in your head that are not reflective of my boat floats slightly. And you know, and it seems like maybe, okay, yeah, really, your boat floats lightly. Well, not necessarily, but I can sing about my boat floating lightly even when it doesn't feel like it is. That's part of the practice, I think, you know, being in those moments through the music to get through the times when it's anything but.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hey, the alternative is my boat is sinking, and I think I'd rather not go through the day singing that. That's for
No,
sure.
no, no. You don't want to sing My Boat Sinks Deeply.
Yeah, exactly. Not going to work. So, folks, we do need to take another real quick break and say thank you to our organizational sponsors and individual donors, but we're not done with Gary Lynn Floyd yet. We're going to be back with more just in a minute or so, so don't go far. Please stay with us, hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. We'll be right back. Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for being part of the New Thought Media Network. Please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you to all of our organizational sponsors and individual donors. It's thanks to folks like you that we're able to bring you this type of programming, share these amazing stories, and share the New Thought message around the world. If you'd like to learn more about becoming part of our committed giving campaign, please head on over to the website, ntmedia.org/donate. Make it a monthly donation, and we'll include you in our next thank you video. All right, let's get back into it. We've got a little bit more time with Gary Lynn Floyd here. So, and before we run out of time, I want to ask, I want to make sure I haven't forgotten what else you got going on. Where else can people connect with you? How do people stay in touch with your music? What kind of events do you have coming up? That sort of thing.
Awesome, Robert. First, I want to honor and just commend you on your commitment and your spirit in putting this New Thought Media Network together, and the opportunity and the platform that you have given so many people, and just knowing that you are right in it with the whole idea of expanding, and you've built such a solid and strong community of support. And so I honor that, and thank you for being in it and doing what you do.
Thank you.
Know, keeping showing up. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I have a I got a music cruise coming up with Karen Drucker and Michael Gott at the end of this month. The last week of the month, we're going to Alaska. Music cruise put together by Spirit at Sea. And so that's going to be a whole lot of fun. And like you said, Las Vegas in September. I'm also at Center for Spiritual Living as their artist in residence 2 Sundays a month, and I do a song circle on the third Wednesday of every month in the chapel here at CSL Reno. And then, like we said, I'll be busking and doing Mile High
Somewhere in the
Mile High
week.
Church in
Yeah.
October, at the end of October, on the 19th and the 26th, and then a song circle actually there too on that Friday. So I got a lot of stuff coming up, and then the album. So please be looking for the album. It'll be out. I'm mastering it now, so I'm trying to do it quickly. It'll for sure be out by Las Vegas, but hopefully before that too.
Oh, good.
And thank you for having me and letting me play music and just kind of be crazy with you today.
Absolutely. Thank you as well. Thank you for being here. All right. Before we go, we always like to kick this off with our final thoughts of everything we've shared today, or perhaps something we haven't shared that we forgot to do. What are your kind of final thoughts to wrap it all up today?
I would just say, behold the kingdom of love, God, spirit, divine intelligence, infinite mind is within you and me. And I just kind of bless each of us as we go into the world, carrying that consciousness and carrying that opportunity to show people what that looks like. And I think that you're doing it here, and I continue to do it through the music, and just encourage everybody to take it as something that really is a thing, and you are an expression of the divine in the world, and it makes a difference if we show up like that. And it's my heart and my hope that I'm always mindful of that. That's mine.
Beautiful. Thank you, brother. Folks, that you hear me talk about it all the time. We're creating an environment. We're creating an environment that allows us to uplift our consciousness to serve the evolution of humanity. I'm a music guy. I can't think of any better music to include in your environment, in your personal playlist, and however it is that you get your groove on, than to add Gary Lynn Floyd to it. And I got to say, you had me for a second, because you said it. You said the word behold.
Oh,
and I mean, we could sit here and talk about music I love of yours left and right, but Spirits used the word behold. So feel like maybe play us out with a little bit of behold, and then
I'd love to. And if you need to cut me off while I'm halfway through, I won't take it personally, okay? Behold, the kingdom of God is within you, not just a place to get into someday far away. Oh, be bold. It's something that you can tap into, a strength that'll help you to get through each day by faith. Oh, behold. Behold the kingdom of God. Oh, behold.
Nothing more to be said. Wishing you peace and blessings.
Yeah,
Love you too, brother. Until next time. Bye now.